We're good.
What's the deal, y'all? Try not to be petty today.
Nah, hey, nah, forget it. Thank you for watching Probably Pilot. We petty tonight. Fuck it. Fuck it. Sit y'all asses down, strap in, pause. Um, yeah, we get into it. We get into it tonight. Um, before we start, let me make sure that we are live on go live. Okay, move.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure everything's on the up and up on
You are so funny.
the. All right.
All right, I fixed it.
All right, we get Gucci on the YouTube. We're down one somewhere though. Bang. All right, let's
I
get it.
just made
Yeah. Hey.
Facebook public.
Huh?
I just made Facebook public.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Since we're live, you know what I'm saying, we're getting petty today. I want to. You know what? I'm going straight in. I'm gonna give a shout out to my girl's son's dad. You know bro, you out here making the news, bro, and it's not in the way that you want to expect or that you actually expect to make the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's been good for a little bit, but the other day, bro had the audacity. Bro had the audacity. Let me read this text
Oh Lord, it's a
because
text.
I
Uh,
because baby gave me she sent me the screenshots. And it's Gucci because I try to keep my privacy. Hold on.
not you clear your throat though to read it. Like every week.
let me let, let me dig in. Hold on. We got it. Oh, all right.
I'm dead.
So, okay, keep in mind that Bella has no idea. Like we haven't talked about this before the show, so her initial reaction is gonna be it's for real. But backstory, I'm gonna give you backstory. Um, bro is he did some he wasn't always on the up and up. How about that? We'll put it there.
Okay.
In a relationship, I mean, professionally, he's been on the up and up. I'll say that. But in his since it's the ex, right? He wasn't on the up and up, and then all of a sudden now he's like, yo, hey, I'm talking to God, like he didn't got religious after
Trying to get her back. Shit.
huh.
Trying to get her back.
Yeah, that type shit. Like he's trying to win her back, like through religion. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, the old me. God bless. Like I failed you in the past, and that's on me. I know I hurt you, and that's on me. I've been extremely immature, and I'm working on that. So I mean, it's like, all right, hey, God is saying something to you, bro. And hold on, I think that's it. Wait, could you send me another one? Oh, I don't know where it's at, but he was like, yeah, oh yeah. He's like, I know you know me, and if you remember, I had a really great relationship with God when we first met. When they first met, mind you, there's a kid involved, and this kid is older, so they've been together for some time.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I walked away from that. He's like, however, he has reclaimed my soul. He and I are talking still on the like he's on the up. Like he's like yo, hey, I give him props for that.
Jesus changed my life.
Huh?
Jesus changed his life.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Here, here's where it gets funny. He was like, you should talk to him too. Like you should talk to him too. I'm getting things back slowly on track, but surely have a blessed day. Right? I couldn't.
The guilt.
Yo, I was like, hey, if you know her, she's talked to him too. And she told on your ass, bro. she told on she told on you, nigga.
She been so good.
Yeah, hey, her and God had the conversation, bro. And she dimed you out.
I'm weak.
She dimed you out, bro.
You petty. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
Hey,
You like this thing got nothing to do with me. She already talked to God. God said this. Now
she dimed you out, bro. She told on you to God. And God was like, look, I'm gonna send
no.
you a new one. Bam.
No.
I'm gonna give y'all 90 days. If if you don't like this within 90 days, send it back. I'm gonna send you another one.
This
Don't
nigga said
worry
90.
about it. Right?
Why did she send this to you? It's really what the fuck you like.
Cause we was talking man, that's our joke now. Like, hey, God bless, man. God bless.
I'm weak. You petty.
I told you, I'm petty today. I'm petty. I'm
So
petty
she
today.
sent it to you and you was like, oh, okay.
I'm petty today.
So then y'all move forward and then it's like he's still on that.
Hey, I mean, bro was just wilding out a couple weeks ago, so um, I'm gonna leave it at that. He was just wilding out. And now, I mean, first you wilding out, and then you like, oh man, hey, God bless. God's gonna, God, bro. No, this is supposed to be gradual, not like, hey, tomorrow, me and God are gonna have to, like, we're
See,
gonna
the
work this
God
out.
shit is because it's like, oh, let me try to go, a step further and lay the guilt, you know what I mean, trip on her. Because I
It's
don't know if
like,
he believe in God, so let me try to do this to see. You know what I mean? If that's if that's gonna change everything type shit. And that's be the problem with baby daddies though. Baby daddies, the only thing they change is because of a nigga. First of all, it changed was because she was already over it. She wouldn't have never got a new dude if she wasn't over it in the first place.
that part right there. That
But to
part
make it
right
feel
there.
better to make it be like, oh, this guy came and no, no. That don't got nothing to do with nothing for at all. I'm over it. They don't want to admit that though.
I mean, it's baby daddy problems. That you got a case of got a strong case of the BDs.
It's sad though, man. But everybody ain't like Ah,
Ah,
everybody ain't like that.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not. I don't. Man, it's crazy because I've seen it though. I'm just like, oh, like you don't see that you playing yourself, dog.
They don't because they're used to it. Like, oh, she always come back, or even if it's not that one specifically, if someone else does, so they think it's cool. You feel me?
But it's like, bro, like, cause man, all right, I'm gonna put it like this. I dated single moms more than a few times, right? Like, and
I didn't even know you did that.
man, I mean, if you think about it, right? Like, it's kind of smart because oh man, I'm gonna just say it. That one, they fucking, and two, it's got to be good, right? Like, it's got to some extent, it's got to
I
be
can't
good.
even.
It's got to be to some extent, right? It's got to be, like, hey, he might have been on something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get in trouble for this later. I'm gonna get in
No, but
trouble for this
that's
later.
real shit. Say what you gotta say. But that's true because I don't think like that.
Um, yeah, like I mean, all right, I guess because I've always been like older women have always, like always been attracted to me to some extent, right? So, um, yeah, so I always like talk to older women. Older women always had like kids, life experiences, blah 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 blah. Like just all the shit that I never had, and at that point, like, yeah. But yeah, it's always like it's always a baby daddy who's just like, oh man, man.
They couldn't let go.
Huh?
They couldn't let go.
Um, nah, they let go, but they like still trying to assert dominance, and it's like, you're like, if you only knew, like, I see your kids, I see your kids a lot. I
So
see
wait,
your
the
kids a
dominance
lot.
you're saying is from the baby daddy or the baby mama like trying to let him still like.
Nah, like it's wild. The wildest part is like I ain't never seen a baby mama who was like, well, let me rephrase it. I've never been with a mother who was like, I don't want him to see the kids. I don't want him to be around the kids or none of that stuff. They always like, yeah, like you can see the kids, had all the shit. They gave them everything that they wanted, and these fools are just like, yo, I'm stupid. Hey, I hate you, bitch. Like, bro, she's letting you have everything you want. You might want to chill with that. Like, stay out of that, bro. Like, don't fuck up what you got. Like, if you don't want to be with her, don't be with her. If you want to be with her. But like, don't fuck up your personal situation. Cause they show me text, like I seen text messages where she's like, hey, you want to come get the kids this weekend? Yes or no? And he's like, basically, dude, just like, fuck you, bitch, blah, 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 like going off. I'm like, bro, she just asked you, like she didn't even, and she's not even putting you on child support, bro. Like you just give her whatever you think you're supposed to be giving.
But see, it'd be like that if that's what's sad. Because the other person or whoever else they're dealing with does do that.
Like they were like, cause I'd be like, man, are you like charging him child support? They were like, nah, like he's not getting child support. Like there's no, there's no court paperwork on this. Like I just let him pick him up whenever. I'm just like, yo,
See, I
my
can with
guy,
that too. And that's how I be, right? But they do too much.
that part, they, all of them was doing way too much. And I would see the text messages like, yo, you tripping. Like, but sometimes I knew it wasn't him. Like it was a few times I knew like, all right, it wasn't just the dude. Like she's tripping and she's trying to make it look like,
Like she wanted him to be involved.
um, nah, she's just trying to pawn it off like, okay, like I'm the nice person in this text message, but and I'm gonna show you like, and
Mm.
what I'm looking at is the cool text message from her, like, oh hey, yeah, ha ha ha. When she the one tweaking, you know what I'm saying? When she the one tweaking and she's like, oh, I need validation. Let me show you this text message. Meanwhile, you fucking do one of these real quick and you just see something, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm like,
Okay.
you bugging. If you ain't start the energy, you damn sure feeding into it at some point, and now you need me to think that, oh yeah, you're mom of the year. Like I had to walk away from that situation.
That's wild though.
everybody, like people do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be him who's bugging, and then sometimes it be her, and she's just like, "Oh look, I'll be a cool baby mama." I'm like,
But see, that's my thing too. Like I'm always too cool. That's what I found out. So then when I stopped being too cool, then it was like they couldn't believe it.
that's a possibility.
Then they're like, "Oh, why you not?" Da, da, da. I'm like, "Huh?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I? Why would I? You did this, this, and that. But it's like you don't understand it because everybody else you deal with don't get at you like that. Then you like, oh, your mouth, you did it. No, nigga, you're disrespectful. You do all this shit just because the other bitches think it's cool. Nigga, I'm not thinking that's cool. You feel me? Like I didn't.
Yeah,
I know it's more than that out there. You don't know that it's. They don't know that. That's not my problem.
facts.
But hopefully, like I feel like she likes you,
She does. She does, man. Like, and
especially if
it's
she's telling you what he's saying.
um yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean that yes, now yes, and it's happened before to
So you
where I
don't think at
dated someone.
first it was like that?
It was like what?
How it is now? Like you don't feel like at first she felt like that
That she liked me?
as much as she does. Like what she's telling you, like oh, he's like trying to make you feel secure in your in your spot.
Um, that's the thing. Like I had to convince her that I'm secure in my spot, right? Like I'm totally like
Mm.
it was the other way around. Like I had to convince her like I'm very secure in my spot. Like I know who I am. Like I'm comfortable in my skin. Like I can easily be alone, or I can easily be with someone else, or I can not else, but like I can easily be with someone. Or I could easily be alone. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like she's the same way where she's like I can easily be by myself, and I'm like no no no, like baby I'm very secure. Like I can eat dinner by myself in a crowded
Right,
restaurant.
like I
I
don't
can,
give a fuck about none of that. Right.
yeah, like I'm good, and I have, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she's just like where some of my friends are just like, bro, you went by yourself, like went to a restaurant by yourself, like yes. You took
That's
yourself on
okay.
vacation, yes,
I get that.
and like you weren't out looking for bitches, like no, like I go by myself, like I went by myself,
I had
I
enough
stayed by
problems.
myself.
I had enough problems with the bitch.
Yeah, bro, and that's the thing too is like when you're by yourself, everything is a great idea. Everything is a great idea. Like I'll be out and I'm like, oh yeah, let me go over here. Like I'm gonna go check a museum out, right? In the middle of that, like oh, like this bar looks cool. Let me just stop off and grab a drink, and that's it. Like I can stop off and grab a drink, go to the museum, buzz, you know, whatever I want, because it's a great idea.
And you don't gotta answer to nobody.
Exactly, exactly, and not answering to nobody, man. Once you like figure that out, like, and not care what other people think just because of what they see, like up front, uh, I guarantee you, the world itself will be a much better place. It's just the people who think that, oh man, I don't care what somebody say, bro. Go out with flip flops with socks on, like go to the store with flip flops with socks on. Eat in a restaurant by yourself. Go to a movie by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't do things like that.
All the white people gonna be like, hey,
Yeah, like
hey,
hey man,
what's up?
like I'm in like yeah, eat dinner by yourself. Eat dinner in a crowded restaurant by yourself in the middle of the crowded restaurant. Like
I feel that. I'm proud of you though.
thank you, man. Like
I'm proud
real
of you for
shit.
sticking up for yourself. You know what I mean? Because that's not like your lane.
Thank you. Like I try to just be chill. Like, and if somebody's chill, then you get to stay. If somebody's not chill, and you fucking up my peace, I don't care who you are. You got to go. You got to go if you
And that's
fucking
how
my
I be
peace
feeling
up.
too. Because I be like, I don't be tripping about a lot of shit. But if you keep coming in my lane, then I gotta say something, right? But it's like if you
Yeah,
with somebody and they don't have your back, and the problem is because of them, then that makes you be like, right?
but I don't know. I guess that comes with being petty, right? If somebody's in my lane, I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna just move to the next lane. You can keep that one right there.
Which is cool.
But
But like
when
I
I'm in,
said, but if your girl isn't, you know what I mean, like on your side, then that wouldn't that make you feel like you're just trying to see the outcome of the problem? You're not trying to like fix, you know what I mean? Like trying to avoid the conflict.
no. Hold on. I think I think it's mixed up, right? Where it's like where if like is if there's a hmm, I can't even say that. Like there's no conflict, really, really. Like it's just
That's
like
good. No, I'm just asking. I'm not like trying to. I'm just asking. Cause
no,
I
no,
didn't
no,
see
no.
it.
Okay.
Some people, like I didn't see people be like, oh, you didn't say nothing. Why you didn't have my back? Why you didn't? You know what I mean? Then it's like
Nah,
a thing.
okay, good. There's no conflict. It's just like there's no conflict. I want to say that. Like I don't want to get in trouble for that shit.
No, you don't have to. I'm just no. I'm. That's my point. That's what I'm
I,
saying. I'm trying to be like, cause it be like that
nah,
sometimes. Sometimes people be like, oh, it's cool, but it don't be cool.
nah. It's definitely cool. Like it's definitely cool. Yeah. It's just because we laid out what we had. Like we laid everything out in the beginning. I'm gonna say that. Like I was like, look, if you don't have a passport, like this ain't gonna work, man. Like I'd
Oh,
be
you did
out.
say that.
I'd be out.
Petty.
And shoot, huh?
I said I feel like that was kind of petty a little bit.
It ain't, bro. Like, cause you're gonna be
No,
looking at me like, why
I
are
mean
you
it might not
leaving?
be you, but I feel like that lets you know, like, okay, if she do this or she go this little extra step, then I know that she's serious about me. No.
No,
So you
no,
didn't feel like
because
if she got her passport, then meant okay, we're gonna travel, we're gonna do shit.
bro, what do you see? Like, you don't see me do nothing. I go to work, and then if I'm not at work, I'm on the plane.
That's my point. So if she didn't be like, okay, let me get my passport, let's go, or she was like, fuck my passport, I don't want to go nowhere. Would you have felt like she didn't care about what you were trying to do?
No, I would have just left. I would have just been like, hey, I'm getting on the plane. Peace. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Okay.
And I told her I was like, that's why it don't really work for me. Like, or that's why being being single in the past, or I had that's why I was like I was single in the past, and like or had multiple partners to where I can like one partner is like, oh hey, like I can't do these things with
You
you.
got another one.
Yeah, then you have another one who's just like, yeah, like I'm gonna step right in. So you just treat them differently, like in the past, like you treat them differently. Like, oh hey, I know this partner can travel and wants to travel, and that partner doesn't want to necessarily travel. So like I'm gonna, hey partner, you can stay here. I'm going to travel.
But then that like makes it hard to be able to like actually build.
You just build differently. That's the thing,
It's like
right?
when I'm
Like
out of town, I'm building with this person, but when I'm in town, I'm building with this person.
no, you just build in different ways. Like you like with the person who like needs to who wants to sit still and wants to like be in the house all the time. It's like okay, like you build that you build around that. Like that's your like comfort zone. That's your go-to space, right? As opposed to the person who
So
likes to
you don't feel
travel
like
and
the
like
person you're going out of town with, you're building more with.
no, because again, it's not you're not building you can't like you're building the outside. You're building the outside world. Like you're building everything outside of your comfort space.
Okay, that's deep. I like that.
Because yeah, like everyone's comfort zone is different, right? Like you have some people who are like confined to the bed, confined to their covers, their closet, their room, their like little space, whatever it is, and then you have someone who's like me, my comfort space is everywhere. Like
He said everywhere, like the plane, the this, the that.
yeah, yeah, I'm plane, beach, balcony, right? Like that's
Broccoli.
that's my comfort space, right? Like where I get to damn, that sounds weird. I was gonna say where I get to be me, but like for the most part, like I am me, right? Like I get to be I guess the rest of me. I don't know. But either way, like that's a different part of me. How about that? Um, yeah, when I'm on vacation, I get to like shoulders down. Most of the time, I'm shoulders up, head on a swivel, because of because of how we live.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm on vacation, I know shoulders down. Nobody's out here. Head ain't on the swivel. I'm just
I like that.
head
Okay,
head in the clouds.
I
Head
get
in the
it.
clouds.
I get it. But
So
see, maybe it's just I got trust issues. Maybe that's you. You feel me? Like you trust a little bit more than I trust.
ah
Oh, you give the benefit of the doubt. Um,
um
you give the benefit of the doubt. Initially.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
And I mean in the same sense as like, don't like you have to tell somebody don't step on my feelings because I'll step on yours and I'll, I will hurt them like I'll take the smallest nerve you got and I'll snap that shit real quick
But do
and
they take that serious?
no and like my I think my partner does now, my girlfriend does now. Oh, by the way, I have a girlfriend now.
Very.
I am partnered, I guess, monogamous. Yes, excuse me, partnered monogamous. Um, it was more the partnered part, partnered monogamous. But no, my partner does now. Like she gets it. Like she knows because she's like, oh man, my favorite language is roasting. Like I'm like roasting like what? She's like,
Like talking shit.
yeah. Nigga, I talk the most shit. She told me last night, she was like, "Yeah, you talk a lot of shit." I'm like,
Do you though? To her or just in general?
generally speaking, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell somebody in a random ass line, like, "Hey, bro, you taking too long. Like, get the fuck out of the way."
I'm weak.
But she's like, "Hey, don't you can't say that shit." Like,
Okay.
sometimes I'd be like, "Hey, come on, let's get the fuck on," type shit. And she's like, "Yo, I can't believe you like say some shit like that."
Like you ain't got no patience. You know.
Nah, I mean, not even that. Like, yo, you done burn my patience off back there, bro. Like, you working overtime now, and it's just a matter until I call it quits.
I'm weak. You funny.
Like, if my like I consider myself a very patient person. I'm a very patient person. When you have burnt my patience off, trust me, like I get I get petty to the extreme.
I
Like
already
I
know, but
don't.
I'm just laughing at her because she's like, "Oh my god."
I get petty. I get
And the
petty.
fact that you don't calm down for her is funny too, because it's like,
Cause people, I mean, I know this is gonna sound horrible. I mean, I feel like motherfuckers be trying to test you gangsters sometimes.
nigga, I literally just told somebody that shit. I told him I was like, yeah, it was cool, but it's like, you know how they like come back because I'm like, yeah, I felt like you were trying to test my gangster, like you thought I was a punk and I wasn't finna say nothing. I was finna let it. So now
Yo,
I gotta feel
straight
like I
up,
gotta say something because it's like, who are you talking to?
straight up, straight up and down.
Is that a Cali thing?
I want to say it's an IE thing, right? Because
Is it?
they look at us like, yo,
Oh,
it's
like
an
we
IE
don't,
thing.
like we're not really like.
Like, yeah, like, hey, like they just cause hey, man, I'm from Compton. Yeah, I don't care, bro. Like, what does that mean to me?
This nigga's not from
Because,
Compton.
like, nigga, because fist and feet come from everywhere, bro. They come from everywhere.
I feel that.
Like, like my niggas from Canada will stomp you out, bro. Like,
Yeah,
if you, I don't know any personally,
my homegirl
but
went to Dale Canada, and she from out here.
like I said, man. I mean, fist and feet come from anywhere, bro. Come from
Okay,
anywhere.
he's a bit of feet.
Nigga, fist and feet come from anywhere, bro. Like I've been to a lot of, I seen a lot of niggas get packed out. I seen a
Nigga,
lot of niggas get
nigga.
packed out. That's why I don't test nobody's gangster. I be like, hey, bro, like,
It's like you don't never
I
know. For
yeah, like if you right, then you know you right, and if you wrong, like, hey, yo, come on, bro, you wrong, right? If I know I'm wrong, I ain't pushing nobody's buttons.
But
If I know I'm right,
even if I don't know or whatever, but it's like my thing is like who you talking to.
facts, facts. And if a motherfucker shoot that shit, like, oh, I'm from Compton, like that's supposed to scare me,
I'm like, I know a lot of people from Compton. My daddy's from Compton. Like, what do you
bro.
mean?
I will. All I gotta make is one phone call, and your own people will get at you, bro. They will get at you.
You know, we're good for that shit. I'll call somebody from your hood and tell them to call you, and they'll be like, you know, and they'll be like, what? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But
You about
I feel, I feel you. But I definitely feel it like trying to test my gangster shit. But I feel like too, like when it's like baby daddy, baby mama, like when it's like somebody that you're gonna have to continuously deal with and make it worse. You can't let that shit go.
that's a different story because I mean people you already been with should have already been known and understand like what you're capable what the other person's capable of like not in a sense of like hey like I can make one phone call and no
But
it's
you're
just like
not like
hey
that anyway.
because bro I try to be I always try to be the coolest because I know I know what I'm capable of so I'm just like you know what man like I don't want to do this I don't want to take it there I don't want to take it there I don't want to like I don't because that's man man I'm all I feel like I'm DJ Khaled when he first came out I'm all about unity man I'm all
But I
about
get that.
positive
You don't give none of that off. You don't give none of that off. So it's like if you have to
yeah,
go there, it's like it's because you made me go there.
exactly and it's like I don't want to go there for the simple fact that like nobody wins a war. Nobody ever wins a war.
Hmm.
The people who lose, they like, oh man, well, you know, fuck man, we got fucked up, blah blah blah. And the people who win, who actually like win the war, you look like a dickhead. You look like a fucking dickhead. Like you look like a fucking asshole every time. So it's like nobody ever wins a war. Like I prefer not to. I prefer not to.
I feel that. I understand you a little more today. But, you know, I was just
Good
like,
looking, bro.
no, he's nice. He's cool. Like, you know, he don't do that. Like,
I mean, cause bro, nobody ever wins. Nobody ever wins that shit. People think like people argue. I'm like, bro, y'all got that. Keep going, bro. Like this is like, get out of my like you're wasting time now. Just get out of my face, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
hmm
for what? For what?
okay. You're right, though.
That sounds petty as shit. Okay, you're
No,
right though.
no,
Like,
you're
okay.
right because I say that all the time. I'd be like, you know, like people like push shit too far sometimes.
Yeah.
and it don't even like accomplish anything. So it's like, why did you even do all that for if it wasn't even gonna change?
You
You know what I
doing
mean? Anything.
this is a side mission neither one of us wanted to do, my nigga. Like we like there's no point. There's no point.
He said, "There's no point."
I mean, we arguing, we mad, we for what though? Like, cause the winner, like the whoever loses, gonna be like, man, that motherfucker, I hate that motherfucker. I can't stand that motherfucker. It don't matter who win. The other person is gonna be like, I fucking resent that loss.
And they gonna lie anyway too.
Yeah, like oh man,
I beat his ass, knowing that's not even what happened.
yeah,
You be like,
like
you
bro, like
did. I didn't see that. Like, oh, all right, for sure. Like, but
yeah, nobody ever wins a fucking war. Nobody ever wins.
I'm not you though. I see you.
So I'm all about like, hey man, let's just you know, let's just be, let's just chill out. Let's chill. Let's be positive. I mean, we're not gonna see eye to eye. I mean, it ain't gonna always gonna happen, but like,
He said we're not gonna
let's
see eye
find a
to eye.
middle ground, huh?
But then he said we're not gonna see eye to eye at
We're
all.
not, we're not, we're not. But let's find the middle ground together.
But even if he find one, they're still gonna try to make it seem like that's not what it was.
Um, no, because if you tell someone let's find a middle ground, they're like, oh shit, like he doesn't like they he doesn't like this, but he's willing to like compromise with some of the things that I see and
At the moment.
that I may know. You know what I'm saying?
But that's just at the moment.
Um, no, because you can constantly find a middle ground at that point because they'll be like, oh, and they'll fly off this way, and you're just like, I'm still here, like I'm still in this space that and they rope it back in. They're like, okay, here, like at work, I have a my demographic is very is very different than the things I believe, right? Like I'm not, let me put it like this. I'm not a Republican or I'm not a Democrat, right? I'm very
Independent.
fucking neutral. Yeah, I'm very neutral, right? Like because both parties will say lies and both parties will say things that to make themselves look good, right? That's just what they do. Is you got a bunch of fucking lawyers who are like, oh, hey, let's make ourselves sound good, right? It's like, nah, you a liar. You're a liar, right? Like both of y'all are lying.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, well, who's telling who has the most truth? And then you kind of like narrow it down, like, okay, like this side may have the most truth or this side may have the most truth. Doesn't matter. Whose idea was it? Because everybody loves to take credit for shit that goes good.
Nigga.
Nobody loves to, nobody takes credit for shit that goes bad.
You right about that.
So it's like in that sense, like yeah, who's got the most truth? Who's responsible for said truth? Because again, everyone wants to make it look like it's their idea that this shit is going so great.
So
that's why I'm in the middle because I know what both parties do.
because it could change.
Exactly. So if this goes great, oh, it's a so and so thing. Like it's Obama phones. It's like, bro, why can't they just be cell phones for people who don't necessarily have the means to get a cell phone?
Like, why did somebody get credit for it?
Yeah. Like, oh, because there's money going out. That's why. If there's money coming in, it's a it's a so and so plan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if money coming in, oh, so we did this. Like what is it? Like where they're talking like the I don't know if you ever seen the gas stations where they when people put like, look, Joe, we did it, and they had the price, the price of gas, and when gas was high as hell, like gas went down just a little bit, but
Literally a little bit.
man, just drops in the bucket, and now it's back up to where it was, right, like where it was supposed to be. And like nobody was saying, "Look, Joe, we did it" when the shit was low. Everybody was like, "Look, Joe, we did it." Yes,
I hear you now, though.
so like not to get political, because I
Not
mean,
even, but it's just like I hear what you're saying. Like it makes sense.
like I know because now we get political on every show, just about when it's like
I don't be trying to get political because I feel like it can change depending on the situation. You know what I mean? Like I'm more independent too. It's like I go by who's doing what I believe in at the moment. You know what I mean? Because it can change.
Yeah,
at any time.
I mean it changes. It changes more than we like would care for it to change.
Mm-hmm. Because people do things based on what's convenient for them at the moment, or what's
exactly. And the government, like people think that the government is like, oh, it's just deep rooted, blah 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 blah. Like they do all these things to hide shit from regular people. No, they're hiding regular shit in front of your eyes, right in front of your eyes. Like, nigga, I mean, was it Area 51? They probably realized in Area 51, like, yo, hey, if we just do this right in front of them, they not gonna know, and they do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They do it. So like,
I hear you.
every time you get this crazy ass event where like right now people are like, oh man, the drones. Like,
oh yeah, trying to see like why they're out and who's doing that and all that shit.
yeah, like nah, like there's something else going on. You just focus your attention on this. Yeah, you have your attention focused on these drones. What else is going on?
That you're not paying attention to. Got you sidetracked.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when things like that happen, I just start scouring the internet for like I start looking through the internet for like what else is happening. Like, oh, is like because I think when something happened, like there was a law that was being passed on the low, and nobody wanted like the regular people to figure it out. So like they kind of just like, oh hey, look over here. Oh shit, this is in the news.
Then the other shit come out to try to like, okay, you smart.
I've been saying it. I've been saying it like a lot, bro. Like it's this it's it, it's a term called Hegelian dialectic, right? Where um it's basically like you're meant to look over here when something else is happening, like right here, right where you can't see it.
So you miss it.
Exactly. And then pop up, you're like, damn, what we voted on that?
Like, how did I miss that and type shit?
Exactly. Like, yeah, we voted on that. When did we vote on that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would we vote that way on that? Meanwhile, you never voted for it, you never seen it, you never understood it, but it happened right under your noses. It's I guess it's yeah, it happens every day is what I want to say. I'm gonna say it happens all the time, but it happens every day. Happens every day in somewhere. Like the main, I feel like mainstream media is meant for us to for us to like be distracted. That's why it's on all day. You got Fox News and MSN, and they if you look at it, it's 24 hours. It's 24 hours. When the real news is like shit, it's maybe 3 hours because you got to catch it as it's happening. You gotta catch it as it's happening. And you gotta catch the right stuff because mainstream media wants you to look at certain things a certain way, and then it's like it's a bunch of other stuff going on just in the back, like in the back, like right where you see the cameras. Like it's like maybe over here. Now I'm losing my laptop, but it may
But
be
you're
like,
smart
oh
because a lot of shit like we don't pay attention to.
yeah, you got to pay attention to everything, right? Like because they can hide so much. Okay, like there's a movie I want to tell you. It's called Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. It's one of my favorite movies. Favorite movies because it's real and yeah, it's real and it's like it's entertaining in the same. It's entertain. It's an entertaining movie to watch, but it's real. You be like once you see it, you be like, yes, I prefer it my way. But um, but yeah, yeah, like like a lot of the things that we see, like people are like, oh yeah, like pay attention to the news, and then they'll watch the stock market. Like the stock market is going a certain way because there's hella deals going on all the time, and that's what we see in wars, and that's what we see in like a bunch of stuff. Like it's crazy. That shit is really like if I like I tell people all the time like if you knew what I knew you'd be scared. You'd be legitimately scared. And I'll tell
So,
you some other stuff once we get off camera. Like,
so it's like they're just going with the flow, but not
um,
knowing the flow is going towards.
yeah, yeah, like okay, like you said, it's kind of like people going down. Like, oh, you think that this a lazy river? And bro, it's whitewater rapids way up there. Like, yo, you tripping? Like you just ain't seen it yet. Like, I put it like this: during COVID, like the first beginning of COVID, like the actual beginning. Um, I was asked if I knew anybody who wanted to buy like PPE, right? And this is like shit, February, April, April. So I was like, I get a phone call. Hey man, you know anybody who wants to like buy PPE? Like,
Mm.
well, who's selling PPE? I'm like, let me make a couple phone calls. Make a couple phone calls. They're like, how much PPE do they need? And I'm not gonna say any names to all my like cohorts. How about that? And you can't even get this information even out of my phone because it's long gone. Like the original phone is long gone. So I don't want anyone coming after me like, oh yeah, let me see your phone. This is out. But they're like, how much PPE do they need? I'm like, so I get back on the phone like, how much do you need? Oh yeah, we need this. We need this. They're like, they ask me, does this person have a plane?
Mm.
And I'm like, wait, what? Like I'm just giving out numbers. Like I'm giving out numbers like it's
Oh, I know. What?
yeah. I'm just like, hey, they need this. And then he was like, all right, do they have a plane? Like
It's
he
a
just asked me like basically how you gonna pick this up? Like how are they gonna pick this up? And I'm just like, hold on. Hold on, what? Like, yeah, we need to assure that they have a plane. The plane lands here. We put all the stuff on the
what?
plane and they take it back.
No, that.
Huh?
You didn't know that it was all of that. You just thought it was like basic.
Yeah, I thought it was like a truck or like a large truck. I'm like, hey, let me get blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, yeah, like how they gonna pick this up? And I was like, hey, they're asking how you gonna pick this up. He's like, where are they at? Like in the country, he was like, yeah, we're gonna be there in 12 hours, so it's okay.
What? Nigga.
I was like, oh, okay, all right, all right, y'all got that,
It didn't scare you?
huh?
It didn't scare you?
No,
Okay, okay.
no, because the like one side of the connection was like, look, hey, be safe, like stay where you're at, like don't fucking move. Like he was like, hey, look, this is about to get real. He's like, I'm gonna mail you some stuff, and I was like, okay. I was like, nah, man, you good? I don't want to like. We're gonna be good. He's like, hey, I'm gonna mail you some shit. Like, don't even trip. And I was like, okay, this might be a little scary, but yeah, and had to broker a couple of deals, right? Where they like, oh, it's coming out of this factory, like this country, blah 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 blah. And like that was my taste of like, hey, like this shit is real. Like this shit is real. And you start to like deal with people who have world powers.
You're crazy.
That's why I'm like, man, like I'm cool on on
That
on
shit
being
is
yeah. That shit was wild. Like I was just like, when it first happened, I'm like, yo, this is wild. Like he's asking me how he's gonna pick this up, and I was like, yeah, he said he's on the plane right now. Just bring it out. Like,
But see,
no,
that's the thing.
we
Like, I
need
would have been like, okay, but at the end of the day, the back of my mind, I would have been like, you know,
again. There's a lot of stuff that happens that like I could tell you crazier stuff than that. Like, crazier stuff, way crazier stuff than that. Um, yeah, we're gonna say that for off camera, but
I get it.
we're gonna say that we're gonna say that for off camera because
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It'd be like that,
that's
but that's what I'm saying. Then I'd be like nervous because I'm like, because it's like,
yeah, dog. Like seriously, like man, I can tell you some stuff and you'd be like, hell no, I'm getting the hell out of here.
I doubt it. Well, I didn't been through some shit, but that's why I be saying that all the time. I always be like, well, you don't know.
That's the thing. I know what you've been through. I know, and I'm just like me myself. I'm like, nah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like, I'm getting out of here.
Like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm good. Y'all can keep it.
This thing, AJ
But
is funny.
real
Okay, I need
shit,
to fool.
man. Cause dog, you know me. Ear always to the streets. Like my ear's always to the streets.
But making the right choices.
That part too. Like I made only because I made a lot of bad ones in the beginning. Made a lot of bad choices in the beginning. Made a lot of bad
We
choices,
all
but only
did.
good. Of course, bro. Like, come on. That's some of that's how we met. Like,
Right. I tell people that all the
uh,
time that the bad choices is where it changes.
yeah. That's where you find some of the like the most down people. Like the most like people who are most down for you, but down for your movement, down for your like some
I'm
of
just
them.
proud of
Like,
you. Like you're safe. You make smart moves. You think things
man,
all the way through.
man, some of that came from like hanging out with your ass. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like back in the day, I'd be like, what do y'all do? Oh, that's why you move like that. Okay. And then like picked it up. So I'm on the book side and on the street side. Like it's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
proud of you.
I feel like I'm to the next level. Like I just
And then that's why people ask you, they'll be like, well, why do you do that? Or why do you think like that? Why do you move like that? And I be telling people all the time, I'll be like, it don't matter you might think it's this, but it don't be that all the time. You know what I mean?
Facts, facts, facts.
It's like I just pay attention.
Yeah, and it's like some people like will focus on the street, some people focus on the books, right? And they like everyone at some point, everyone picks a side.
Really?
Everybody picks a side. Like you may not see it because, but
He's like, everybody took a
like
side.
really look at that shit. Like everybody picks a side. Everybody picks a side. I didn't pick a side. I was like, well, shit. If I'm so far over here and I'm leveling up,
You
like what
can't
happens
pick.
if I'm over
That's,
here
that's
and I'm
I feel
leveling?
like people fuck up at because they pick a side.
Exactly. Everybody picks a side. Everybody picks a side.
Instead
You
of paying
can't.
attention.
You can't pick a side. Like you can't pick a side. You can't pick a side. Like I'm slowly leaning over towards towards the book side because like because
That'd be cool, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like gonna benefit in the end though,
oh no
because it's
no
like you don't know what everybody else picked, right? So
yeah
then it's like, are you gonna be the one stuck holding the?
oh no you know what everybody else picked. You know what everybody else. You can see it right away. You can see what everybody else picked, right? I say no because once you pick a side, you like totally leave the other side alone. You know what I'm saying? So like you lose a step on one side
I'm not sure.
until until the game passes you by. Like until the game like completely passes you by. You like even if you try to look over on that side, you be like, what is this? Like I'm so far behind on that
But
side.
see,
Like
that's if you're not on it. That's how you feeling like.
yeah, because you picked a side.
You can't
If
though.
you're not on it, it's because you picked a side.
Whew, that's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause again, like if you like, oh, I'm just gonna step into the streets and you lose that book smart side and you gotta either catch it. Like the best part about losing the book side, like it's the book. Like, bro, you could always read a book, get back into it. The street side, like you lose a step, you gone. Like might as well
It
you
gotta
lose
be like
one step.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you got it all the time. That's a job. That's a job. And
Well,
I ain't been up on it. Like I luckily I got people like you and other people I know. I'm not gonna say you and fully, but like I got people that I know who are just like, oh, hey, like I got an umbrella of people, right? Like, okay, hey, look, this is how we maneuver under this side. I'm like, cool, perfect. Look, hey, good looking, good looking. Thank you for putting me up on game, right? And they put me right back into it. So I'm like, I
okay.
never I never really leave it. You know what I'm saying? Like I leave it, but
But see, even when I feel like when you say you leave it, I feel like you don't still leave it.
you can't like it's like okay. There's a quote like fabulous like the streets are dirty hoe niggas try to wife it though like you can't and that's the thing like you gotta get back like you in and then you out you just gotta like you can't be fully in you can never be fully into the street 'cause if you fully in nigga it's exactly it's just a matter of time that's it it's a matter of
I
time
mean, we
before
done
you
did it, and then it always goes how it goes, and then
because we get back out I get back out I'll be like nah I'm out I'm good and just turn my back
you think so?
like yeah every time like you'll see me like in the streets I'm out in the streets and we be out in the streets and yeah and then after that like when you leave like because okay because we have these cycles right like for people who don't know like Bella and I have these cycles where we hang out and then we don't hang out there's never no love lost there's never no like oh man there ain't never been a time that I'm like that's not that's my there's never been a time where I haven't been like that's my dog,
Mhm.
right? Um,
That's crazy though. That I didn't feel like I feel like for you, like even when you were in the streets, I don't feel like people got at you like you were in the streets.
cause cause I keep it like so low key. Like how you see me now is really it shaped me to be this way. Like that shaped me to be this way. Cause if you out, I feel like if you're in the streets and you're looking for that type of energy, like it's gonna come to you. And it yeah, I mean it's again it's only a matter of time before you hit the wall or you crash or you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's only a matter of time before you either, in jail or in the pen sharing showers, you know what I'm saying?
I can't stand you.
Um, so yeah, like when you came around, I was like, all right, cool. Like, let me. I guess I'm out here thugging with my G. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we like, like, oh, we also thug shit today. We also in the street shit today, right?
But I never got that. You know, like I felt like that will never get at you like that.
But that's the thing. Like nobody ever got at me like that because I mean, what it was one cat. Like when we hooped, there was one dude on the team who was like, "Yo, man, blah blah blah," like trying to get at me on some gangster shit, right? And I'm just like, bro, like I'm not on that. Like you out here trying to bully somebody who one who ain't with that, and
Mm.
two who knows people like from wherever you at, and that will get at you, bro. Like who like you think I'm trying to get in? Like nah, I'm not trying to get in, bro. Like because what was it? I went my first practice with them. I should have wearing all blue, and you know what hood we in, right? You know what hood we in. I'm like, hey, just showed up, Yankees hat, jeans on.
But yeah,
Yeah,
alone was like, what? What's going on? Like,
yeah, like hey. And they all looked at me. They're like they like not all of them, but like it was some niggas who like was like, yo, what? I'm like, man, I'm here to hoop. And they came and got me and was like, hey, don't like he's here to hoop. It was like, hey, you better be good, motherfucker. Blah blah blah. I start talking shit. I'm like, nigga, if you was good, you'd be out here playing with me, but you not. So sit your ass down. They was like, oh, nigga, you got jokes on. I'm like, yeah, nigga, all day. Like, but
bothering me.
yeah, like you wasting my time, bro. Like I'm here to hoop. They got to it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit, And ever since then, I ain't gonna say what I was because I don't want to expose the neighborhoods I was
Mhm.
hanging out with
I get it. But it
or
was a
in.
respect back there.
Yeah. Like I'm shooting them the respect that I think is just due. You know what I'm saying? Because they I don't want to say they gave me a pass, but they knew I wasn't there on that. Like that's just not what I was there for. But yeah, like I give all them dudes the respect that I feel is just due because like shit, I ain't out there gang banging.
I'm
I'm cool. I'm good. Y'all
positive too
got
because I
that.
know who you, the type of people you're with.
Yeah, I mean, but they was 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
That's
I'm
my
like,
point. You know what I mean? So, but you were holding your ground, like standing. You know what I mean?
cause I'm not no punk, but I'm not gonna be like, oh hey guys, give me a pass. Like, well, do what y'all gotta do. I'm not on that. So I mean, at the end of the day, karma's gonna get you. Karma's gonna get you, bro. Like
Well, good
you
job.
trying to you trying to bully somebody who ain't even with that. Like stop. Karma's
So
gonna
why
get you
bully? Like that's so weird. Anyway,
because I say bully because like if you tell them like because I mean no matter where I go I'm like I'm not on that, bro. Like I'm not on that gang bang shit. I'm not with that. Like, if you want to get money, like, let's get money. Let's we can talk money. We could get it. We can spend it. What's up? That's the language I speak. And I tell everybody that all the time. Like, that's if we ain't talking about money,
like you want some bullshit.
what conversation are we having, bro?
Like shit that don't matter, or shit that I'm not on. I told you I don't do that. That's not what I'm on.
Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, either we spending it or we getting it. What's up? If we're not getting it, if we're not getting it, like we could talk about spending it, but I'm I'm
You let me
really
tell. I used to know.
I'm really see what you going. I'm really see what you going at that point. I guarantee you the money, like money. People don't understand money speaks a language, bro. Like money is an entire language in itself. I'll give you a story. I was
I respect that though. I respect it. I
I was
respect
at
you.
a casino table. I don't know what game I was playing. Maybe roulette, maybe craps or something like that. I can't remember. One of those two games. So it's a lot of talking, a lot of shit talking going on. You can talk shit. So the dealer, like we putting the money out, like deal money's going back and forth, and the dealer's like, he's like, you could tell the men from the boys by the price of their toys,
Ooh,
right?
but he did
And
it
it,
once.
it's
Y'all niggas really trying to go in there shit, trying to like.
yeah, he's digging in his bag at that point. He's digging in his bag to see who at the
Niggas coming
table
up
going.
pocket now. They're like, what? Like you trying to try? Okay, let me. Ooh.
This the dealer. This the dealer, right? So he goes, he's laughing, and like the guy next to me is laughing, right? So I'm like, oh shit, oh that's funny. That's real funny. Mind you, I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I was young, right? So this how you know. This how you know we was doing something back in the day, right? So, for the people that don't know, how about that? For the people that don't know, so he goes, yeah, mine's are guns and guitars.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, you spend a little cash, a little cash here and there, 5, 7,000. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So then the guy like next to me, I look at him. He was like, no, I'm not in that. And the dealer looks at me. And I go, mine's are cars and women, bro. And the dealer like he turned red. He looked down and he was just like, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Like this ain't gonna do nothing for me, fool.
Huh?
Like this ain't doing nothing for me.
Yeah, like guns and guitars. What? Cars and women, bro. Like that. You gotta spend a lot more money for that. You gotta come out the pocket with some real bread for cars and women.
Ooh, I'm dead. I love you for that.
And I mean, but like I know. We had this conversation before about me like talking about like I want to get a Tesla now.
Man, you still gonna get it?
Yeah, man. I need to get out of the car I'm currently in. I won't disclose that on camera because I don't want anybody looking for me. Because I'm easily spottable in that shit. Easily spottable. Like
I understand that shit.
my girl, like her whole neighborhood is like, who's that?
I don't really know it's you and shit, but oh, that's. Mm-mm. He like, yeah, no.
Because I pulled up and her neighbor, she was like her neighbor just I was texting her from the car. I was like, I pulled up in the car, and then I got the windows up, so like you can't see me. You can't. All you just see is this car. And I'm
Man,
texting her like, hey, I'm outside. She's like, oh, all right, come on in, right? But I look over, I put the car in park, and the neighbor is like, I fucking the shit out of me, like,
all your business.
yeah, but he can't see in the window because I got the windows up, so he can't see in. So he's just like, oh, yo, who the fuck is getting out of this fucking car what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's like fucking, like, I pull up and he's like, this nigga drying his car off, right? He drying his car, drying his car off. And I'm like sitting there sending the text, and I look over, and this nigga drying the same part of the car that he was drying when I pulled up.
Oh wait, what kind of car was it?
His car?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's like
that's how you know.
I don't know. Like,
The fact that you don't know that you know that it was some bullshit. Thanks, because you would remember it.
yeah, like,
Like,
it made me like I don't know. It's like maybe a Toyota Camry or
no,
something.
stop it. I'm weak.
But like, yeah, and that's that, again. I don't want to say anything because people start to identify you by your car, like, and
Nigga, you know I know, and that shit is the worst. It's like once they know that, it's like, hold on, fuck no.
But I mean, if you know me, like, come on, I always been known for whatever I drove. Like, everybody's like, oh shit, like, you mean AJ with the.
But see, we've been the same as when it gets to like everybody knows, we always switch up because it'd be like, oh, let me hop out of this. Too many people got, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, it was a period of time where I was just like, you know what, I'm not even in nothing. Everybody's
but it
like, oh
depends
man,
on the situation and like the way you're moving and shit. That make, you know what I mean?
yeah. Like I went back to college and I was like, all right, man, let me get out of everything. So like the whole time I'm just like, nah, I ain't driving nothing. So everybody's like, oh man, you broke? Like you gotta taking a
Really?
bus? Like, yeah, like when I went to college, bro, I didn't drive shit. I took the bus.
That's disrespectful too. I hate that.
You said
It's like y'all trying to get at me, like, huh? Like y'all don't remember, like, right?
yeah. I mean, well, one, I wasn't in the streets.
Even
I
if you
wasn't
wasn't in the streets, it's like, but you still knew me before, so like, don't get at me like I'm just.
but that's the thing, like a lot of people who did know me, like once I started going back to school, I was like, nah, I can't be around y'all like that. I'm trying to get myself back straight. Like I went through a whole cleanse, bro. Like a whole cleanse. Like you like one of the only people to make it out.
I hate it.
You're the only person that made it out. So that don't think that like I want to tell the people out there, don't think that like she like I'm proclaiming myself to be this great person and she's a bad person. I'm not. That's my dog. That's my
Time
dog.
change.
And
Time changes.
yeah, however your dogs come is however you like pause. Fuck, that was wild. However your dogs arrive or show up is how they is how you're supposed to, is where you're supposed to meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't
for
even
the
know you was
longest.
that. That's crazy, fool.
Yeah, for the longest, like I did a cleanse. I had to do all that shit. And do all that shit because I was like, you can't carry this back into square life with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you there, you were there, you've been there. You can't.
I love you for that. I love you for that.
And yeah, you like you one of the only people to make it out. Anyone else, I'd be like, nah, bro, we can't hang out like that. You can't. I got a homeboy, man. He's still living on that side, but and I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
we can't, like, we cannot, because I have things to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Like small things that may seem small to you, but are like very significant to me. Like my brand. You know what I'm saying? As a businessman, as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like my self brand, my self worth. Like, bro, what I look like crashing out with you on a dummy mission because somebody talk shit. Like,
It don't even
bro,
be worth it.
It'll never be worth it. It'll never be worth it.
You
And
said what
like
doesn't
Yogi said, like Yogi said on the last one, he's like the streets is a myth. Like it is. It is.
Well,
But
I'm
yeah,
ready
man.
for.
Thank you, man. I love that shit. I love that shit. I appreciate that shit. Like I said, man, like you know who to keep in your life because sometimes people don't know how to act. They be like, "Oh man, are you doing good? Hey man, I'm gonna step out of the line." Like, bro, like you can't do that. Like we cannot do that. But you always been somebody who knew how to like, all right, hey, look, this is who you are now. Like, bet, bet.
And
And
that's
you
what I
like,
always felt was wrong with people.
we always meet each other where we at. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody don't know how to do that.
Because they worry too much. You know what I'm saying? Like they worry too much, and then it's like the stuff that I deem important. Like you as my homie, as my close like friend, like what's important to me, and likewise, like I know what's important. Like if you like, hey man, this shit is important to me. Like don't don't cross this. Like not don't cross the line, but like hey, this is important to me in this sense. If we know, like hey, look, all right, they know that this I can these are the parameters in which I can operate. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, don't cross
Yeah.
that line. Like, hey, don't cross that one right there. Yeah, that one right there. Nigga, hey, set up a ram. I'm about to jump over that bitch.
Hilarious. I definitely get it. We
But
about to start
nah,
the casting for like the movie and shit. It's about to be a lot going on.
that's dope. That's dope, man. My bad. I've been rambling like a motherfucker.
No,
It's
you good.
everybody.
Well, I'm just telling you, like, we finna, do something
Yeah.
different.
You sent me the joint. I looked at it. I was like, oh shit. I forgot to say something about it.
It's cool, for. It's cool.
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
trying to like.
that shit's dope. I thought it was I thought it was to the other joint you was telling me about because you were like, hey man, I'm gonna do this, and I'm like,
It's a lot of shit we doing, but this is like he's trying to do like a based upon this, but not like exactly like to try to see like if it's going,
yeah.
we
I
gonna see.
I feel like we're talking in codes. Let's revert back to
But what time is it? 8.
yeah, it's 8.
All right.
Well, you can't say the time, man, because they gonna
But
know when we
you know, I
filming
gotta go
this.
to work in like a couple hours. Well,
Oh shit.
oh God. But I totally appreciate you for. I don't know where the fuck this thing Yogi
Man,
was.
where's Yannick at, man? Like, maybe one of these people showed up.
She be going through her shit too. I just be letting people live their life.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. We got to
Life
get
is
one more
life
show.
and
We got to get one more show before the year's out.
but you want to
Oh,
do
we
like
gotta, huh?
when you want to do it.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be this time next week because after what is it? New Year's Eve, I'm gonna be.
I feel it.
I'm
Just
gonna
keep
be
me
two sheets.
posted. I got a lot I want to talk about next week. Let's see if we can get Yanni.
Man,
And
we need the whole show. We need the whole show, man.
I'll see
Because
what's up. I'm gonna try to hit Dana too.
that's a bet. That's a bet.
All right. Thank y'all though for tuning in. Appreciate
Thank you for
y'all.
watching Polly Polly. I'm AJ. IG me at the Carry On Don on IG, and then that's Bella. Uh, on behalf of Yannick and Yogi, who didn't show up. Good night, y'all.